Hi guys, it's Erica. Most of you know, well actually if you've never met me before, you don't know, but I really love mixing soils. I really like to make my own soils. I think it's one of the most fun things ever. Not sure how many of you can relate, but that's where we're at right now. So I actually, hold on. I found this container outside in my backyard and I thought, let's fill it with soil. So this is a 33 quart container and it says it's for cat food, dog food, or bird seed, but we're gonna use it for soil. I like making my own soil because I want to know exactly what ingredients are in the soil. I know exactly what ingredients each ingredient is for, and I know that there are no bugs or anything like that in the soil. But with that being said, sometimes it can be a headache if you are constantly making too much soil, not making enough soil for the one plant you're trying to pot. For example, I just potted one plant and I have this extra soil. And honestly, I'm just gonna leave this soil like this in this exact same mixing tub it's in until I'm potting up a different plant. So I have, and oh my gosh, and if I don't want to use it and I want to make a different soil, I'm gonna have to use that tub again. So what I do is I will put it in a pot that I'm not using. So I just have a bunch of these pots with soil that I don't want to use sitting around, and those are just the ones that were within grabbing distance of where I'm at right now. If I make too little soil and I have to keep making it over and over again, that's not as big of a deal to me as having a bunch of these soil pots everywhere. I accidentally tip them over sometimes and then I have to sweep up the soil and throw it away anyways. So you can see why I'm doing this. I don't know how many of you guys can relate to this problem, but it's come to the point where I'm just gonna make a giant batch of soil, and the soil that I don't use, I can just throw it back in there and I will always have the perfect amount. The soil mixture that I'm gonna make is going to be one that I can add more amendments to kind of personalize it to the plant that I'm gonna use it for. It's just gonna be a really like changeable soil mixture. It's just going to be the most basic soil mixture you can get. With all of that being said, if you guys are interested, continue watching, like the video if you enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel, and we'll get right into it. For me, step one in building a soil mixture is to have our base, the water retaining base. And I really love using Coco Coir for a water retaining base. This is how it comes in its brick form if you order it online, and this is how it looks once it has been hydrated. And I absolutely love Coco Coir. It is just so, it's just so fun to like touch. It's a renewable resource. They just gotta grow more coconuts and use their coconut skins. I'm gonna have everything that I use linked down below, by the way, just in case you want to look at it. But so first step is going to be to hydrate this coconut coir block. I recommend you get a big container for this because it expands a lot. This little brick is going to give you a lot. And I'm just going to place this block at the bottom of my empty container. What you want to do now is pour warm water on the top so that it can kind of soak and expand slowly. And we're gonna leave this here for about an hour. Alright, so this block has been sitting here and absorbing for over an hour. So now is the time where I just gotta break it up and make it into more soil. So this part, I did not put enough water, so I'm gonna add some more water to this and let it sit for a little bit longer again. Alright, all of it has been mixed. It's nice and fluffy and ready to use. I'm gonna measure how much Coco Coir fits into this bowl, and that is gonna be how much Coco Coir I put into this tub. This is all the Coco Coir that I'm adding. It's a little bit more than a block, just a little bit more, a little bit extra, and this is what I'm going to be adding into the mixture. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour that right in. So this is how much it filled in my tub. That is 1 block Coco Coir. I'm going to add in just a little bit of worm castings. So this is how much worm castings I'm adding. I'm gonna add it to the top. So let me show you. You can see the distinct layers of worm casting and Coco Coir in there. Usually I love my Miracle-Gro Perlite, but I decided to use pumice for this mixture because I just want it to be a really good base. And this one is from EB Stone. It's kind of equivalent to Perlite, but this one is more dense, so it doesn't float up to the top. And because as time goes on, Perlite floats up to the top of the soil and it's not properly mixed in anymore. So I decided to use pumice. How much stone I'm adding. I'm gonna add this on top actually, so we can visually see again. It was actually so pretty to look at. Okay, so you can see here Coco Coir, 60%, 10% worm castings, and 30% of pumice stone. So now the last 10% to make the full 100% is gonna be orchid bark. This is premium fine grade orchid bark, and I'm just gonna toss this whole rest of the bag in because it's already pretty empty. Okay, so that wasn't quite the whole bag, but that looks like 10% to me. So I think that should be fine. I think that's a beautiful gradient. Let me hold it up for you guys again. The hard part is going to be to mix it up. Okay guys, so I just finished mixing the soil mixture and I am super happy with how it turned out. I think this is a good amount of soil. That is like a solid bag. I'm really excited to get to use this. It looks really, really good, and it's just so easy to store and roll around. And if I need to use some, I'm not going to be worried about making too little or making too much, because it's already made. Like I said though, I can definitely add some amendments depending on what plant I'm potting, so I don't need to feel confined just to this. I actually am not sure of the cost difference between just buying a bag of soil versus making this soil, so I'm gonna do some calculations and put that up on the screen if you're interested. But other than that, this was really fun. Really enjoyed making this soil. Oh, just a tip. For mixing, it's easier if you kind of turn it on its side so that you can really get the bottom layer up to the top. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm ready to use this batch of soil in different videos, show you how I use it. Let me know what you think about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!